Today I'm going to be asking a question so trivial that it makes Coronation Street look like beautifully acted Shakespeare.
Or better still, why don't you bog off?
A question that no one has really been searching for an answer to, because the answer is pretty obvious. A question that is the end and the beginning. And that question is, what is in my pockets? That is the question. That is the question that everyone wants to know the answer to, and today, you lucky folk are going to find out. Roll the intro. I don't have an intro, do I? Today's video is an important one, in case you haven't gathered that already. Today I'm going to be telling you what is my everyday carry. This is inspired by a video that I saw Peter McKinnon do, and that video was great and very, very satisfying. His everyday carry, as you can probably imagine, was quite expensive and colour coordinated and brilliant. Mine, on the other hand, isn't any of those things, so strap yourselves in. I'm going to be showing you what is a magician's everyday carry, what I carry personally with me every day as a magician. Essentially what I'm going to do is just empty my pockets out onto the mat and explain each item as I come to it. So the first thing is my phone. This is my mobicular telephonic device, my personal communications device that I carry with me everywhere I go, and this is a Samsung Note 9. This is the phone that I chose, and it has been a very, very good phone for me. Normally it has a case on it, don't worry, I know some people are going to be watching this and thinking, oh my god, he doesn't have a case, he lives life on the edge. No, don't worry, normally I have a case, I've just taken it off. So that's my phone, quite an obvious thing to start with. The second thing is my wallet. Again, pretty obvious, but that's just my wallet, and we'll get into what's inside the wallet in a second. And these are my keys. I'm not going to show you what the keys are, because apparently people can copy what a key looks like from a video and make a cast of it. I've seen people do that, so gotta be careful. These are my keys, and there is a bottle opener and 2 house keys right there. Put those away. And the next thing is... yeah, that's it. I mean, I've got my watch here, but apart from that, that is literally everything I carry. Phone, keys, and wallet. So this has been an interesting video, hasn't it? Now, that is not actually the end of the video, so don't stop watching. There are a couple of other things which I will explain. Some of them are inside my wallet, and some of the things I used to carry I will explain to you. Because you're probably thinking, you're a magician, where's your deck of cards? Where's your Sharpie? Where's your mentalist wallet? All of those sort of things. And the truth is, I don't have any of those. I never take cards with me, for a first thing, which is going to surprise a lot of people. I never have playing cards with me, and my wallet only really has one magic trick thing in it, if I just hide my driving license, yeah, which is this right here. That playing card. That is the only trick I have in my wallet. So other than that, I'm afraid to say I'm pretty boring when it comes to this. Apart from, obviously, my owl, which comes with me everywhere I go, that is literally everything that I carry with me. And so, you're probably asking a few questions. First of all, why don't I carry cards with me? A deck of cards is not a small thing to carry with you. I personally don't have the pocket space every single day to carry with me cards, because I know that I'm not going to perform card magic everywhere I go. I'm not a performing monkey. I don't just perform to everyone I meet. I am also a real human being. I'm not just a magician. So I don't carry cards for the sole reason that I don't have room for it. However, I used to carry cards every single day. Not necessarily these, but normally red bicycle cards. I used to carry them everywhere. And what happened was, I performed card magic sometimes to people, sometimes if the moment, arose and people wanted to see something, sometimes I'd get my cards out. But the amount of times I didn't, I felt like I was just wasting the cards, because the box would inevitably get beaten up and ragged and torn to shreds inside my pocket, and so I felt I was just sort of wasting them. I wasn't really performing card magic, the pocket space was being taken up and the cards were getting destroyed. So there were so many negatives, I just thought, I'll make a sacrifice, I will ditch the cards and not perform card magic when I go out somewhere, because I've got a wallet right here full of coins, so I can do some coin magic, or I don't need any props and I can do mentalism, which is actually my favourite sort of magic to do, and with my progression into performing more propless magic anyway at gigs, I just thought, I don't need to carry magic props with me every single day. With that being said, there is still one trick inside my wallet with that card. There are also coins in here which are rigged, I do carry gimmicked coins in my wallet sometimes, and Yeah, sometimes I've accidentally paid for stuff with them and then had to go, actually, sorry, can I just have that coin back? You can have this one. And it's very, very awkward, so I wouldn't actually recommend having gimmicked coins in your wallet. Other magic stuff, obviously there are some tricks you can do with phones, there are some tricks you can do with keys, although I very rarely perform key magic just because there are better alternatives. Other than that, that is literally everything that I carry with me. So, the card issue, I know it's going to come around again. Why don't I carry cards? Why don't I carry a mini Sharpie? They hardly take up any room. Surely there's room for that. One of the unexpected benefits of me not taking cards wherever I go is that it's forced me to learn magic with everyday objects. It's forced me down a different path. A few years ago, I wasn't really performing magic with, everyday objects. I was a card guy. All I did was card magic, and that was my staple, something I could rely on. So obviously I took cards with me because if someone wanted to see a trick, the only thing I could do was card magic. So, by not taking the cards, it forced me to learn other sorts of magic, which is so enjoyable. The enjoyment in magic for me is always learning new things and exploring different areas, and so the simple fact of not taking cards made me do that. The fun for magic for me comes from reaching new targets and new goals and stretching my abilities in the art. And so with this transition into mentalism I'm currently undergoing, it's been really challenging and really exciting when I realise that I don't need to take cards out, or I don't need to take coins out, or I can remove that card from my wallet so I don't have that trick to fall back on because it's almost too easy. I'm constantly challenging myself, and quite often I will just not take any props out. If someone wants to see a trick, sometimes I won't take any props out and I will just go straight into mentalism. For me, I think it's a lot more powerful for the spectators as well, because if someone asks to see a magic trick and you take out your cards, it's almost like you were ready for it. It's almost like you were prepared for it. Like, oh, I always have my cards just in case someone says this. And it feels too easy. It feels too sort of ready. You almost want to have that moment where someone says, oh, can you show me some magic? And you go, yeah, sure, okay, we'll use this. And it's the sugar packet from the table in the cafe you're in, or it's the spoon from their coffee, or, something totally organic. Because remember, as a magician, we're creating the idea that we can do the impossible. And if you really could do the impossible, you wouldn't need to have your own cards with you. If you're playing a card game with friends, use those cards. Use Cards Against Humanity if you want, because that's the game you're playing. Use the spoon, the fork, whatever. Use your environment, and that will make it even more impossible. And hopefully you've taken something away from this video. I know it's a little bit different, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to click the thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It really helps me out, and it means that you're joining me on my video making journey and not missing a single video, which is always fantastic. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
I think you're gonna have to be gentle. Or you're gonna have to go fairies.